Hi, and welcome to this flow working on opening and strengthening through the hips, and even working into the back and the hamstrings. I invite you to come and find a seated shape with me and just take a couple circles around. Feel the connection with your hips into the surface underneath you. I have a mat. Maybe you don't have a mat. You can do on the floor, on the carpet, on a towel. Maybe place the hands behind you, open up through the heart, and then settle in. Hands resting on the knees, or maybe in the lap. Shoulders rolled down and back, the spine nice and long. If you feel comfortable to close the eyes, go ahead and do so. Maybe just turn inwards. Let's find the most important thing about your practice, the most important thing you can do, which is just finding the present moment, finding stillness. Everything around you can be shifting, can be changing. For me at this moment, I had 2 dogs playfully fighting with each other. This is sort of like the nature of our mind, just jumping around, almost sometimes having 2 different ideas, 2 different impulses, pulling in different directions, distracting you. Notice that and know that part of the practice, the most important part of the practice, is to just keep coming back to your breath. Keep coming back to right now, no matter what thoughts or feelings try to throw you off. Transitioning now into our butterfly legs, soles of the feet together. We're going to take an inhale to lengthen and exhale, take a little fold here. Don't worry about how far you go. Just feel the sensation of the hips stretching. We're going to start to find the pointer finger and middle finger, your peace fingers of your right hand. And wrap them around the right big toe as you inhale, rise up. Maybe you can take the leg with you off the earth and lengthen it out. As you exhale, lay the leg to the ground and take a nice little fold over it. Let your head hang. As you inhale, place the left hand behind you and roll onto the hand and the left knee, lifting the right arm up overhead, opening up through that hip where you were folded. And as we exhale, hips back down to the earth, back to our butterfly legs. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, take your fold. Your left hand, peace fingers, pointer finger and middle finger, wrap around the big toe. You might lengthen out a little ways or a long ways, and as you exhale, the leg lays down and we fold over the leg. Don't worry about how far you reach. Our inhale takes us up, right hand behind the body, and we roll onto the right side, lifting the left arm up and over, your gate pose. Exhale to sit, soles of the feet together. And once again, inhale, we reach, and exhale, we fold, maybe a little bit deeper. We'll take it through a couple more times. When you're ready, bind the right big toe. Inhale, take it away as you rise. Exhale, fold over that thigh. Inhale, left hand behind the body. We roll onto the left side, our gate pose. And exhale, hips sink, soles of the feet together. And we just repeat the cycle on the other side. You might go faster or slower depending on your breath. Finding that big toe, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Even hang out in the fold a bit longer if you want. Let the inhale take you up and roll onto the right side. Gate pose, reach, and exhale, hips sink down, soles of the feet together. Let's begin again, taking it through maybe one more time. Obviously, rest at any point that you like in a practice like this, because the point is that connection that you're building with yourself. The connection that you're building far outweighs the value of any of the particular shapes, or being able to do something that looks a certain way. So maybe just finding your breath to guide you through on the left side. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, fold. And throughout your practice, we'll find little times when you can just find your own pace, your own flow. Or even just choosing one of the shapes and hanging out longer if you wish. Finding your way back to this butterfly legs, maybe feeling a little bit more opening. We'll dive down into that fold again and just feel the difference from the first time. Let's enjoy that breath and really slow it down. We'll look to work with a slow 3-part breath. Start to rise up. Maybe it would feel good to plant the feet and just sort of windshield wiper the legs side to side, feeling the hips where the low back is today. We'll make a transition onto our hands and knees and start to work with this slow breath. You can roll through the neck, just linking a movement with that breath. Imagine filling up from the belly to the top of the chest. We can roll through our cat-cows. So we inhale, lift up through the heart, and exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in. You can repeat this. Inhale to open, sort of arch the spine, look up, and exhale, round and tuck. Take it through nice and slow with your breath, slowing your breath down as you move. Start to tuck the toes. We feel the sensation of the feet stretching. We're getting ready for our first downward facing dog. Toes tuck in firmly, hands spread wide. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, the hips come up high to the sky. The head positions between the arms, ears between the arms, and the legs lengthen as much as they can. It's okay to bend the knees, the heels don't have to touch, and maybe just roll around in those ankles a couple times. As we inhale, rise up onto tippy toes, look towards your hands, and exhale, walk the hands to the outside of the feet, to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, we sink down into our deep squat. From here, use an inhale to lift the right arm up. Exhale to switch. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. And then we step the left foot back. Inhaling, right arm reach up to the sky into our dragonfly twist. You can look up at the hand. As we exhale, the right hand touches down and we shoot the right leg across to the left side of the mat. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, or fallen triangle. Transition that left hand down back to your down dog. This time, inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, guide the foot through to the top of the mat. Pivot the back heel down, deep lunge. And then we inhale, arms reach up into our warrior one. Exhaling, hands to mat. The foot steps back, straight to your down dog. And take a couple breaths here. Again, rolling through the hips, rolling through the shoulders, finding length through the spine. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale, we start to walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hips sink down, down, down into your deep squat. Let's start on the other side. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, switch. Inhale, right arm reaches up, look up at it. Exhale, switch. This time the right hand touches down and right foot steps back. Inhale, left arm reaching up, our dragonfly twist. Exhale, the left hand touches down, the left foot shoots through. We inhale, right arm up to the sky. The hips lift into your fallen triangle. Exhale, turn, tuck the knee. Inhale, left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, back heel pivots down, and we inhale into our warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat, reset. You can always even take a chaturanga here if you like. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Sometimes I want that feeling. Sometimes I just want to come to down dog and reset. Finding that slow breath again and let it guide you. When you're ready, inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, start to walk to the top. Can be one big step, can be many. Inhale, we lengthen out, and exhale, we sink down. Don't worry about how low. And we start with right arm, inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, switch. Inhale, up to the sky with the left arm. Exhale, left hand down, left foot step back. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, opening and twisting through the hips and the spine. Exhale, the right hand touches down, the right foot shoots across, and we inhale, left arm up to the sky, or fallen triangle. Exhaling, turning towards the mat, tuck the knee in. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through our deep lunge. We inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, reset how you want. Down dog, chaturanga, your choice. Find a couple breaths, slow it down again. And then we inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, travel, top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, sink down. Beautiful. Start with the left arm. Inhale, reaching up, eyes follow, twisting through the spine. Exhale, switch. Inhale, right arm reaching up. Exhale, right hand touches down and right foot steps back. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, our dragonfly twist. Exhale, left hand down, left foot shoots across under the body. Inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale, turning towards the mat. With your inhale, find that three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Inhale, our warrior one, reach. Feel the front of the hip open. Exhale, hands touch down, feet step back. Reset how you wish. Down dog, chaturanga. Let's take it through one more time with your breath. Maybe you remember the flow and you can just kind of go with it. If not, generally remember that inhales are going to reach us up, lift us up, and exhales are going to take us down. So here in the Buddha squat, we inhale, reaching up to the sky, and exhale, switch. Feel free to take longer. Feel free to leave something out. As that left foot steps back, and we find that inhale, our dragonfly twist, switching to the other side. Big inhale into our fallen triangle. And you finish up with your warrior one. So even though we can get lost in our yoga practice for sure, once we feel the connection with that breath, it will generally help a lot to remember where to go, or even just to go with the feeling of your body as the exhale takes you down and the inhales rise you up. The beautiful thing is we find more space in the body, yes, through the twists, through the hips. We're also getting to find more space through the mind as we just focus on just the one thing, just the breath, just the feeling, just right now. Let's finish up with that last warrior one here on the left side. Inhaling, reach big. And exhale, hands come back. Reset, maybe with down dog, maybe chaturanga. From here, in your down dog, feel the space that's opened up. Maybe in the mind as well. This time as we inhale onto tippy toes, we're going to exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Take a deep fold here. Just let yourself hang. You can bend the knees if you need, sway. Let an inhale press the feet into the earth, reaching up. And as you exhale, Find your standing mountain pose, your Samasthiti. Let's work on a little something here that we're going to throw in later, just to give you a bit of practice. So from here, your standing mountain pose, find those breaths. When we're ready, we inhale, take the right knee up. Exhale, step that right foot back, and let's just turn towards the back. Straightening out through both legs. Inhale, arms open wide like a T, and as you exhale, the right hand reaches down. Inhale, the left arm reaches up, and we're looking up at that left hand. Try to keep your heart pointing to the side, maybe towards the window or the wall, wherever you are. As you exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, let's try it on the other side. Exhale, start to reach forward with that left hand. Inhale, arm reaches. If the legs won't straighten, just step the feet closer together. And the hand might be resting on your shin or your ankle. It might be wrapping those peace fingers around the big toe. Don't worry, we're just looking for that straight leg, that big hamstring stretch. Inhale, rise up and switch sides. This time, the right hand will come to the right hip. We inhale, left arm reaches up, and the left hand reaches down to the earth. And then we twist open, right arm reaching up towards the sky. So our revolved triangle. Again, sometimes can feel challenging. The leg doesn't want to straighten. Just do what you can. Now let's come into a curtsy. Bring the back knee behind the front knee. Find a little curtsy. You have the option to stay here, or that right hand might bind around that left foot. I know it's hard to see here, but then we can kick the left foot out into the hand and sink low down into our shrimp squat. And if you fall, your butt touches down to the earth, that's okay. Start to release, press that leg down. Inhale, rise up, our big T, and exhale, let's try it on the other side. You can see a bit better here. Inhale, the right arm reaches up. And exhale, the right hand reaches towards the ground. Inhale, that left arm to the sky. So we started in the revolved triangle, just finding twist and stretch. Twist through the spine, stretch through the back of the thigh. Start to look down. I would say take the hand a little bit further away. Find our curtsy. Maybe the arm stays wrapped. Option to stay here, or grab onto that right foot with the left hand, and we kick it out to the side, sinking low into a squat. Maybe even hands free or hand stays down. And then we inhale, rise up. Exhale, place the foot down. Inhale our big T, and exhale, the feet step together. So we're going to get a chance to play with this later. It's obviously your choice. You can just work with the revolved triangle, just take some breaths there, deep in there, work with the curtsy or that little shrimp squat if you wish. So here again in standing mountain pose, find your breath, slow the breath down, release yourself from the idea that we have to do a shape just so, it has to look a certain way. Inhale, arms reach up, stretch, and exhale, take a nice deep fold. Inhale, spine lengthens, eyes come forward. Exhale, the feet travel back. Maybe take your little chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifting to up dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, hips lift, our downward facing dog. So finding that breath again. With our next inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. And exhale, step it through. This time the back heel will stay lifted in our deep lunge. We inhale, arms reach, our crescent warrior. Exhale, bring your chest close to the thighs, the arms sweep back. And as you feel the weight shift, we're going to inhale into our warrior three. Let the back foot fly. Take a little flight. Exhale, let's sink down and back into that left leg, low side lunge or skandasana to the back of the mat. And then as we inhale, turning to the back, the left hand in front of the left foot. See if we can float through the back leg. Maybe the right arm reaches up as well. Stack those hips, our half moon. Exhale, we step back to our down dog. Reset here. Facing this way, it'll be the left leg. So here we go. Inhaling, left leg reaching up to the sky. Exhale, guide the foot through to the top of the mat. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, arms reach into our crescent. Use the exhale to shift the weight. The chest comes forward. Feel that front foot. And as you inhale, see if you can take flight into your warrior three. Exhaling, step that back foot down and we sink into it. right side, Skandasana. Inhale, turn to the right, place the right hand in front of the right foot. See if the left leg can float, maybe stack the hips, open the heart to the side, left arm open, and exhale, stepping back. Reset in your down dog. If you like the feeling of chaturanga, feel free to take it. And let's add on a little bit here, a second little chunk. Let's add it on. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, reach it high. Exhale, guide it through, step it through. Inhale, arms reaching to our crescent warrior. Exhale, shift the weight, feel the front foot. When you're ready, inhale, we take flight. Hands can come to your heart if you wish. Exhale, that left foot touches down and we sink into that left foot, left hip, Skandasana, towards the back. Inhaling our half moon on left leg and left hand. And here's what we're going to add. As you exhale, take the back knee down, bind the hands behind you, and inhale, lift the heart, low lunge with that bind. With our exhale, sink the hip down and back. Doesn't have to touch your heel, but lengthen through that hamstring. Maybe the head bows down. You can keep the bind. You might take the hands over the head, or you might release them to the ground, your choice. As we inhale, we're going to start to lengthen out through both legs, the right hand down and the left arm up to the sky, a revolved triangle, but remember that. And as we exhale, get your dog out of the way, just kick him out of the way. There you go. Maybe you bind through that foot and we find that little shrimp squat. Exhale, stepping back. Your down dog, your chaturanga if you wish. Facing this way, let's do the left side. Inhaling, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, tuck the knee in, step it through. Inhale, our crescent. Exhale, start to shift the weight forward. Feel that front foot, and when you're ready, inhale, take flight into your warrior three. Stepping down, sinking down into the right side, Skandasana, low side lunge. Right hand in front of the right foot, get all the balance there, and we inhale, fly into your half moon. Here's where we added back knee touches down with our exhale, bind the hands. Inhale, lift the heart as we push the hip forward. Exhale, sink down and back into your half splits. Can do this with the bind. If you need your hands to help you, let the bind go. And into a revolved triangle. So both heels touch down, both legs lengthen. We take that right arm up to the sky as our inhale. Exhale, curtsy. And inhale, let's kick it away into our shrimp squat. Before you exhale, step back into down dog. Let's see if we can flow through a couple of times. Starting on the right leg, your inhale is going to reach you up. Exhale steps through and grounds you. Stay with your breath. It won't confuse you. Exhale, leaning forward, shifting that weight, and when you're ready, inhale, fly. Feel free to take extra breath if you need. Exhale, back leg touches down, sink down, Skandasana, into the left. Turning towards that left leg, we inhale, fly, our half moon, stack the hips, open the body. Exhale, back knee down, find that bind. Inhaling, lifting heart, hips push forward. Exhale, hips sink back. Feel the hamstrings stretch in this half split. Here comes our revolved triangle. The right hand touches down, both legs lengthen. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Time for some balance. Exhale, curtsy. Maybe bind, maybe kick it away. Inhale, and as you exhale, step it back. Reset how you wish. Take extra breath anywhere. But if you're with me, let's do the left side. Inhaling, leg reaches. Exhale, guide it through. Inhale, heart open, arms reach. Exhale, shift the weight. Begin to feel that you can fly, and then go for warrior three. Exhale, back foot touches down. We sink down into that right side, Skandasana. Inhaling, right arm in front of right foot. We rise our half moon, big inhale. Exhale, touch down, get grounded. Find that bind. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, sink back, half split. This might be a great place to take extra breaths if you wish. When you're ready, we inhale, both feet touch down, both legs lengthen. We inhale, right arm up to the sky, left hand on the earth. Exhale our curtsy. And we see if maybe we can inhale, play with the bind, play with that, kicking the leg away into the shrimp squat. And exhale, step it back. Let's take it through again. Pedal the feet. And now start to find your pace. Your inhale is going to take that leg up. We find that crescent warrior. Use your exhale to shift your weight. Get nice and grounded and trust that you can fly. The more you stay in the moment, the more you stay with the breath, the more you're going to be able to find effortlessly where to go, where you should be. From our half moon, now the back knee touches down. Take your time to open the hip. And with your exhale, open the hamstring. When you're ready, that revolved triangle, hamstring opening, hips opening, but with a spine twist. And you exhale, curtsy. Just use this last little shape to play. The last little shape in the flow to play around before you exhale, step it back, and let's take it through on the left side. See if you can just let your breath guide you. Don't worry about if something gets left out, either on accident or on purpose. And just take this time to connect with the present moment. Once again, I can't really say it enough. It's not the shape that's the yoga, it's the connection that you're trying to build. To be able to stay focused on the breath and the present moment is a huge task. And we just add the shapes in so that you can learn a little bit more about what it's like to be thrown off balance and still stay focused. Maybe finding that bind kicking away. Before we step back, this time let the knees come down. Let the hips sink back to your heels. Maybe find a child's pose here. Or, if you like, sit tall onto the heels. Maybe the palms turn up into the sky. And just take a little time to reflect on what it was like to try and stay in the moment, even when we were balanced on one foot. Notice with compassion. We're going to slowly and gently find our way to a seat and then ease down onto our backs. The knees bent, the feet planted. Start to place the arms by your side. And when you're ready, use an inhale to press into the feet, lift the hips away. We're really going to squeeze through the back of the body. And open through the front of those hips. Really press into those feet. Keep your breath working. And as you exhale, lower down. We're going to lift the feet into the air. You could stay here if this feels good. If you have a shoulder stand in your practice or you want to try, you could see if you could roll up onto the sort of meaty part of your shoulders. If you do this, keep your neck still. Don't turn your head side to side. And then use your core to point the toes up. If you've managed to get there, then you might take a moment to take those toes over the top of the head, have a really deep fold. And then wherever you are, as we inhale, roll forward. Let's come into our boat pose. If your doggy wants some kisses, give your doggy some kisses. And then exhale, lay it down. And let's just do it again. We're going to do 2 more times. So placing the feet down, Maybe even taking them a little bit further away to get a different sensation. You can explore each time. Inhale, lift the hips up, and we squeeze. Keep that engagement through the back of the body. You can even bind the hands under the tailbone to squeeze on up. Stay breathing, stay strong. See if the hips can lift 1 millimeter more. And as we exhale, lowering down. And totally your option here. You could just even hug the knees in. You could take the legs up to the sky. If shoulder stand is for you, you could try to roll up onto the shoulders. Use the hands to support your low back as you point those feet up into the sky. And then if you want that deep back bend here, you can ease the toes over the top of the head. Maybe they touch the ground, maybe not. And if the feet are here or they're up in the sky, just start to tuck into a little ball, roll forward, and let's see if we can land into our boat pose and take a few breaths here. Tummy muscles working, heart opening, everything strong. And one more time as we exhale, lower down, soles of the feet touch. And an inhale, we'll push into the heels, lift the hips up into the sky. Last one, strongest one. Squeeze. Experiment. Maybe take the feet a little bit wider. Take them further away. Feel how it makes the hamstring and the glutes work in a different way. See what you can feel. Challenge yourself. Choose to go to that place of challenge. Squeeze up a little bit higher for the last breath or two. And as we exhale, lower down. And one more time, either legs up to the sky or maybe over the shoulders. Maybe finding a way to take the toes overhead if that's in your practice today. And then wherever you are, hug the knees in, curl into a little ball. And we roll forward into our last boat pose. See if you can find that point of balance here. And then find that breath, nice and slow. Even though it wants to speed up, keep it going slow. And then finally, exhale, release to the earth. And let yourself rest here for a moment. We're going to take some extra time to stretch these hips, maybe the hamstrings. Start by pulling that right knee in. And you could stay hugging the knee, or you might be able to wrap, again, those peace fingers, pointer finger, middle finger around the big toe. If it's not possible and you have a strap or a towel or something, you might be able to wrap that around the foot. Or you could even just grab around the back of the thigh if you wish. And take some breaths here, lengthening out through the back of the thigh. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, take that right foot or right knee, if the leg is bent, take it out to the right side. Turn your chin away towards the left. Maybe stretch the left arm out. And see if we can keep the left hip on the earth as much as possible. Breathe into the opening of the hip, the hamstring behind the leg. And inhale, we'll take it to center, switching hands, grabbing that knee, or if it's possible for you, your foot with the left hand, and take the right leg over to the left side. So we're taking a twist here. Turn your chin to the right. The right arm might stretch out long. See if the shoulders can stay onto the mat. Allowing the spine to twist here. For all that stretching, this can feel like a great place to let the low back sort of reset. twist. Let an inhale take you to center, and exhale, lay that right leg out. Just feel the changes, the difference between right and left. Slow breath. And your left knee. And stay with the knee. If your body says that's right for you, you might bind the big toe, use a towel, use a strap. And either pulling the knee into the body or pulling that straight leg towards you, seeing if the spine can stay long as we explore the opening we can get through the back of the thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, taking that left leg, whether it's the foot or the knee, out to the left side, turn the chin to the right. Sometimes the right hand needs to come to the right hip to hold the hip down. If the hip feels like it's rolling away, use your hand to keep it on the earth. And then slowly, an inhale takes the leg to center. Stay with that leg long, or if you need to bend the knee, go for it. So we take that left leg over to the right side. The right hand can help you. The left hand can stretch out to the left, turning your chin to the left. Just exploring that twist. Use an inhale to bring the left leg to center. And gently extend it to the corner of your mat. And those arms rest by your side. Let the earth just hold the weight of your body here in our final shape. Just let your breath move naturally. If your day allows you to stay longer, stay longer. If you need to move out of your Savasana and move on, just start to slowly rise up to a seated shape. Just notice what's changed. Maybe our mind is more quiet. Bring the hands to your heart. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from pain and suffering. Namaste. I hope this practice has brought you a bit of release through your body, through your mind. As you can see, my dogs are quieter now. Hopefully things feel calmer and quieter for you too. Please join me next time. Until then, be well.